Assalamu alaikum. From God in Person, Master Farad Muhammad by Elijah Muhammad, Messenger of Allah. Book number 1, How to Eat to Live. And we are concluding our next section in sweets. God Almighty has taught me and many others that we should never eat more than one meal a day. That will most certainly heal you of any complaints. Since the Americans eat more meat, sugar, and starchy foods than they should, there is almost an epidemic of too much sugar accumulating in our blood. Eating one meal a day, which does not include too much sugar, will keep you healthy both physically and mentally if you are a Muslim believer in Allah and the religion of peace, Islam. I warn all you sufferers of diabetes to stop eating starchy foods and sweets until this disease vanishes out of your blood or cannot do you any harm. If you eat once every other day, it is almost a guarantee that you will not be sick. The Orthodox Jews are a people who have lived among us in Asia, and they still try to follow Moses' teachings on how to eat to live. The Holy Quran teaches us that we can eat their food and they can eat the Muslims' food, because the two people, Jews and Muslims, try to eat the right food to live. I have learned, and most likely you have too, that it is only a weakness of ours to eat constantly. We are only digging our own graves with our appetites and teeth. There is no teaching from anyone, God, you, or me, that will help us if we take our appetites for our guides. Within 1 week, we can get used to eating once a day, and within 1 week, we can get used to eating once every other day. Many of the Muslims are eating like this, and you can eat this way too. Our stomachs are just the way we train them to be. Get away from those fattening sweet pies 2 or 3 times a day. And do not eat those white potatoes at every meal. They are full of starch. Do not eat fresh bread, and you should never eat white bread because it is the worst bread you can eat and it will shorten your life. In fact, you should not eat too much fattening food. You are not going to get weak. Eat plenty of vegetables and fruit. Eat meat. If so, eat clean, fresh meat, whether it is beef, lamb, or chicken. Do not eat too much of it. Change sometimes and have fish for your meal. Many of our people like to eat young pigeons, squabs, but usually they are a little too expensive. Do not eat too much of anything, good or bad food, and do not eat but once a day. You will soon tell me how much better you feel. Do not smoke or use tobacco in any form or way, and do not eat the pig, even if you have to starve to death. And that is the conclusion. That is the section entitled Beware of Starchy Foods and Sweets. Assalamu alaikum.